So my man Keith Easley put a question out here for me. He said, Warren, do I think any prominent Republican senators or members of Congress will lose their seats and then we turn around and the Senate or the Congress both be controlled by Democrats? Well, let me tell you, it's two things that's kind of going on here. One of them, it happened the first time in 2016. This had never happened before. Basically, in 2016, every senatorial seat that was up for grabs, if the Republican president, Donald Trump, won that state, they won the senator seats too, as well. So, realistically, if you have a Democrat who can beat Trump, you have a great shot of controlling the Senate. Now, the Senate seats that I would say that are most likely up for grabs is Arizona, Colorado, and what is that? Susan, I can't think of Susan Collins. Her state, I don't know if she's Delaware or Rhode Island. I can't remember which one I think she's Delaware. I think those are the three that's most likely up. The guy who won in Alabama, who's a Democrat, he's probably going to lose because that's a real Republican state, and unless he gets the same guy, because that same guy, I forget the guy's name, who was a pedophile. He's running in the Republican nominee right now, in the primary right now. If he wins that primary, then he'll be going against that same guy, and then he might be able to retain the seat. But outside of that, I think they're going to lose Alabama. But if they pick up Arizona, Colorado, Delaware, and they win the White House, then what you have in the Senate is 50-50 plus the vice president. That would be the tie-breaking vote. So the Democrats would control the Senate because they have the tiebreaker with the vice president. Okay, so that's probably the most likely outcome, or the best outcome for the Democrats. Now, honestly, could they lose Delaware? Yeah, Susan Collins, she could hold a seat. I think Colorado and Arizona are both up for grabs. I think they both really in play for the Democrats. But outside of that, I don't think they have a way of control. I don't think they're gonna win any other states. I think all the other incumbents are gonna kind of stay where they're at. The only other state that may have something going on in it, and I really need to look at it, I haven't looked at it yet, is Montana. Montana is one of these states that it could vote for Trump and still put a Democrat in the senatorial seat. So I need to do some research into Montana. But outside of that, that's it. It's nothing else that's going to be up for grabs. And as far as the Congress itself, realistically, I think the only 4 members of Congress really that's Democrats that's going to have a problem is the squad. And the squad's going to have a problem because, well, I'll say this. Presley may not have a problem because she's in Massachusetts, so she should be fine. But the other 3, even though AOC is in a very Democratic district, she may have a problem if they put the right Democrat up against her. So it's going to be interesting to see, but I think the Democrats will retain the Congress. I don't know if they're going to get the Senate seats to do it. They have a path to do it, but I don't know if they're going to be able to do it. Now, let me break down Trump a little bit more for y'all, right? So Trump says and does things, and he says and does it to get a reaction out of people, right? So we all saw him yesterday when he said he was the chosen one. And so y'all used to laugh at me when I do Trump on Fridays. Y'all laugh at me when they be like, Trump, why your eyes white? And I'd be like, because I'm the truth and the light. I'm the chosen one. Of course, I just have to keep all the light inside of me, okay? But I am the chosen one, all right? Let me touch your water. I turn it into wine for you. Believe me, bigly believe me, okay? And you saw him yesterday. Look, I'm the chosen one. And then he looked up to heaven. I'm the chosen one to deal with China, okay? I'm the chosen one. Now, He's talking about China, but he uses those words specifically. Why? Why did he use those words? Let me tell y'all why. Because this dude wrote an op-ed in the Washington Post saying that the Israeli people think Trump is the second coming and the king of Israel. And Trump retweeted all this stuff. And then when he got on that front lawn, he said he was the chosen one. He knew people were going to go crazy over this. He knew it already. But it was purposely said and purposely done. Why? Why? Because he's trying to make it look like he's constantly fighting for America. That's why he turned the whole Denmark thing in. Well, you're not going to talk like this to America while I'm president. You might have talked to us like that when Obama was president, but not while I'm president. Make him look like a fighter. It made him look like a fighter in a lot of people's eyes. Now, what's funny is you can always tell when somebody really about that life and when they just talking. See, Trump just talking. You know how I know he just talking? Do y'all remember when he was in Ohio? Now, was he in Indiana or Ohio when they thought somebody was behind him and how shook he got? He didn't even see nothing. He just was shook. He was shook. You ain't about that life if that shake you and you ain't even see what was coming. I mean, it's just he's doing this purposely, y'all. I remember when Trump first started talking crazy after the election. What did I say then? If you was listening to my show, what did I say? If the media really is tired of this man, stop covering him. He's doing this on purpose. Y'all giving him all this attention. He's doing this on purpose. He's doing it again, and they're falling for the trick. They're the reason he's president. Do y'all realize that? The media is the reason he's the president. Because they gave him so much coverage, so much, just so much everything. And what Trump did brilliantly then is what he's doing now. Look, let me show y'all. See, when y'all think I be just talking, I'm showing you he's doing the same thing he did in 2016. In 2016, if I ask you what was Trump's position on immigration, what would be the first thing that popped in your head? I'm going to build a wall. Oh, I'm going to build a big, beautiful wall. Believe me, bigly believe me. And who's going to pay for it? The Mexicans. That's right. I'm going to build this wall and it's going to be on time. Okay. In fact, it'll be before time. All right. I'm going to build this wall. He branded build the wall. And by him branding build the wall, everybody who had an issue with immigration, they all voted for Trump. All right. Then what else did he do? What was his position on coal and gas? Look, I'm bringing coal back to life. We're going to create coal jobs all over the country. Wherever there's coal, we're going to be making it. Okay. All the factories just closed. I'm reopening every one of them. All right. Hillary wasn't saying none of that, y'all. And the reason she wasn't saying none of that, because she understood that was impossible. But what Trump does so good is he brands himself, his competitors, and then he takes the issues that people are most worried about, and he makes it look like he's a fighter for that issue. That's what he does. He makes it look like he's fighting for that issue. So this whole thing with the Jews in Israel, he's fighting for Israel to be strong because that's necessary for God to come back. So all you who believe in God, the Democrats aren't saying they want to do this, but I am. I'm willing to fight for God. Vote for me. For all of you who have a problem with immigration, look at what we're doing down. We got Mexico to help stop them from coming over here. We even dealing with the Muslim congresswomen who hate America. All you who love your guns, we're not taking the assault rifles away. No, we're not doing that. All you who love your country, I'm not letting nobody talk bad about. She said a very mean thing to me When she say something mean to me, she's saying something mean to America. This is what he's doing, y'all. This is exactly what he's doing. And then let me tell you what he's really going to do. When I would say, what is this, August? I would say around November or December this year, he's going to go back to his other constant thing that he did in 2016. I'm going to tell you that when we come back out of commercial break, because he did something in 2016. You can go look this up after I tell you. They got little spoofs on it all on the internet now. But he's going to go back and do the same thing starting in November or December, and people going to fall for it again. We come back. I'll tell you what that is. You're listening to WB. Right back, y'all.